First of all, I want to congratulate each and every one of you for being selected as a delegate or alternate to the New Jersey American Legion Jersey Boys State. Our selection process is judged on your outstanding abilities that include your academic scores, your involvement in school, and within the community. Today, we are going to give you our orientation video of New Jersey American Legion Jersey Boys State. During this presentation, you'll be given the necessary information that you will need when you arrive at the Jersey Boys State session at Rider University. Unfortunately, we also realize that at this time you will not be given your chance to ask any questions that you may have, but at the end of this presentation, you'll be given an email address to do this. Between now and the start of the session, we ask that all delegates, alternates, post and county chairmen to stay in touch with the aljbs.org website, as all of our up-to-date information will be provided when it is available. Thank you, stay well, and God bless.
On behalf of American Legion Jersey Boys State and the American Legion Department of New Jersey, we want to welcome and congratulate you for being selected as a delegate to this year's session. Today during this orientation, we're going to cover a number of topics which we think will better prepare you to be a delegate this year. We're going to cover such things as, what is Boys State? What's our election process? What else goes on at American Legion Jersey Boys State? How much does Boys State cost? What should I expect on day one? What should I bring and what should I avoid bringing to Jersey Boys State? What can I do to prepare for this year's session? How do I make the most of American Legion Jersey Boys State? Is there anything else that I need to know? And we're going to answer some of your common questions and concerns. We know a lot of you don't know anything about Boys State. We know a lot of you think that it's probably a military style camp. We know a lot of you were selected by your local Legion post, but still don't know why you're here. Most of you, if not all of you, are great students, are varsity athletes, are class officers, presidents, or involved with other clubs at your schools, play an instrument or sing in your choir, are planning to attend college, and are concerned with serving others in your community.
You might see the acronym ALJBS quite a lot on our website and our materials. ALJBS stands for American Legion Jersey Boys State. The American Legion, referencing the largest veteran service organization in America, the American Legion, which focuses on mentoring youth through programs like Boys State, Boys Nation, oratorical contests, scouting, and baseball sponsorship and fundraisers. Jersey, because we are from New Jersey. All states except for Hawaii have a Boys State program. Boys, because we are made up of young men who are rising high school seniors. And state, because you as a delegate become a citizen of a mythical 51st state. So what is Boys State really? The phrase that we use is a week that shapes the future. It is a week-long, hands-on, college-level leadership seminar. The reason we use the phrase a week that shapes the future is because it's difficult to summarize Boys State in a sentence. Essentially, you become a citizen of a mythical 51st state. That state has 18 different cities, 9 counties, and then 1 state government as well. You elect officials at all levels. The goal theoretically would be to be elected either Boys State governor or Boys Nation senator, but it could also be to win best city or best county. Really, what Boys State is what you make it. So the part of the purpose of the city and the county and the state level governments is to make sure that you solve a unique problem by enacting laws or coming up with some solutions to real world problems. The overarching idea of Boys State is that you need to get involved for it to really have an effect. And the most important part of that is getting involved early. The earlier you get involved, the more fun you're going to have and the more you're going to learn.
When you arrive at Boys State, you'll be assigned to a dormitory with other statesmen. And each of these dormitories becomes a city. At Boys State, all the cities are named after the first 18 or 20 presidents of the United States. Except we don't have 2 Adams cities. We skip Quincy Adams, and we use all the other presidents of the first 18 or 20. Each city at Boys State behaves just like a real city in New Jersey. Each city has a mayor, a city council, Board of Education, police chief, fire chief, municipal judge, and all the other offices that you'd expect in a typical municipality. And all these positions are elected by the citizens, that means you, of the city. And I encourage you to run for any and all of these offices. Remember, get involved early and often, because the lion's share of elected offices at Boys State are filled by midweek. 2 cities at Boys State make up a county, and all our counties are named after prominent U.S. military heroes, people like Eisenhower and Nimitz. And like at the city level, the county also elects its own officials, freeholders, the county clerk, a county surrogate, as well as assemblymen and senators, representatives to what will become the Jersey Boys State Legislature. The week culminates in the election of a governor and 2 Boys Nation senators, who go on to represent New Jersey at Boys Nation, which takes place every year in Washington, D.C. Now, in addition to the municipal, county, and state offices, you'll also have a chance to run for offices in your political party. I said before that when you get to Boys State, you're assigned to a dormitory, which becomes a city. You'll also be assigned to a political party. At Boys State, there are 2 political parties, the National Party and the Federal Party. Now, these have nothing to do with the actual political parties in the United States. They're not the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. They're 2 mythical political parties created by you and representing your views on the issues confronting your city and your state. You can run for part of your party leadership. You can run for city party chairman or county party chairman, and even get involved in the party's executive committee, which becomes the campaign staff for the gubernatorial candidates. All of the elections throughout the week are run by you, the statesman. And for all the county and state offices, we use the actual voting machines used for elections in the state of New Jersey.
Besides the election and political process at Boys State, there are a lot of other activities and overarching themes for the week. The first is patriotism and an appreciation for the military. We have a daily retreat ceremony every day. There's a D-Day presentation that you can watch and learn about the sacrifice of veterans. The staff includes everybody from American Legion members, the Sons of the American Legion, to active duty Marines, soldiers, airmen, and guardsmen. So that overarching theme of appreciation for the military and patriotism goes throughout all that we do. Midway through the week, there's a college and career fair with over 80 organizations from all over the state and the country, including the state police, the military, and service academies. One of the other major events that we have during the week is Sports Period. It happens every day, and you compete on a team with the rest of your county in lots of different sports, including softball, flag football, basketball, tennis, soccer, and volleyball. You can also participate in marine physical training if you're interested in that, and there's a pool and a weight room as well available. There are also career seminars every day that you have to attend, topics ranging from everything from engineering to law enforcement, Wall Street, the military, education, medicine, and you get to learn and interact with actual experts in their fields. So hopefully it'll help you become a better informed citizen and better informed adult. We've had a lot of Boys State delegates in the past who have found future careers through these career seminars. And it's a really great opportunity for you to expand your professional network. We also have a blood drive where if you are 17 and older, you don't need parental consent. But if you're 16 and under, there's a parental consent form online that you can sign. It's run by the American Red Cross, and we usually have a really good showing, and the American Red Cross really appreciates our efforts. If you're musically talented, you can participate in the Boys State Band or Boys State Choir. The Boys State Band requires that you register online ahead of time before session. The Boys State Choir you can join when you show up to Boys State. The Boys State Band also requires that you bring your instrument with you, unless it's something large like timpani or another larger instrument. We can have the ability to furnish those instruments for you, so just reach out via our website and you can find all the information there. If you're interested in pursuing a career in journalism, we have the Boys State newspaper, which needs photographers and journalists and editors. So if you're interested in that, there's an opportunity for you to report on the events during the week and publish a daily newspaper for your parents and fellow delegates to take a look at. Parents, there's an opportunity for you to get involved in Boys State on Friday at the New Jersey Boys State Foundation Family Day. You can meet your son's new friends and counselors, listen to the Boys State Band, and take a look at any number of demonstrations, including the United States Silent Army Drill Team and the state police usually do some sort of helicopter demonstration. There's a lot of opportunities for you to kind of see what your boys have experienced at some point in the week. There's a picnic-style lunch. You can purchase tickets at registration and at the Boys State store during session. We recommend that you purchase them early and make sure you reserve your spot for this spectacular event. Our week ends at Boys State with our graduation closing ceremonies. Family and friends are welcome. Seating is a first-come, first-served basis. Graduation usually has awards that are given out to different delegates and also a keynote speaker. You're all welcome. There's also usually a live stream, so you can check it out from home if you can't make it down for the event. One of the questions that we get asked most about Boys State is what should you bring or avoid bringing to Boys State? Although a very comprehensive list is available on our website, there are some things that you should definitely take away from that list that are the most important. Although we allow any pair of pants to be worn at Boys State, we strongly recommend that you wear a dress pant or some sort of dress khakis for the seminars during the week. Don't forget bedding for a twin XL college size bed, and make sure you bring pillows and a blanket as well. Personal cleanliness is very important at Boys State, so making sure that you bring a towel with soap and shampoo is also important, as well as other toiletries like deodorant. Please do not forget deodorant. One other piece of equipment that we recommend is a fan in case your room is too hot. And we also recommend that you bring some sort of rain gear throughout the week because we are often blessed with some sort of shower during the week. We also recommend that you bring an appropriate amount of spending money for the Boys State store where you can buy merchandise and other gear throughout the week. We also recommend that you bring a cell phone or mobile phone for use throughout the week with our more interactive activities. Although there's also a large list of things that you should not bring throughout the week, there's generally one overriding rule, which is that if you're not allowed to have it at school, you're not allowed to have it at Boys State. The other thing that we might add to that list is campaign materials. You are not allowed to bring pre-made campaign materials with you to Boys State. If outside materials are used, then you, the candidate, is disqualified.
Being prepared for Boys State is really, really important. And there's a couple of things that you can do to prepare yourself for this year's session. First of all, we've got a very, very, very comprehensive website at aljbs.org. All the most up-to-date information will be on the website, along with everything you need to know about Boys State. Everything covered in this orientation video, plus lots of other additional information. Once again, aljbs.org. We also have up on aljbs.org a lot of videos about the program, including this orientation video broken up into parts so that you can go to specific sections if you want to brush yourself up on that section. Our store, also located at aljbs.org, is open from May to July of every year. At the store, you can purchase American Legion Jersey Boys State merchandise. You can buy shirts before the session, as well as all kinds of other materials. Once again, that's going to be open from May through July, and you can get access to our online store at aljbs.org. An app that we use extensively at ALJBS is called Yap. You can download the Yap app either at the App Store on Apple or at the Google Store or wherever you get your applications from for your mobile device. On the Yap app, we include such things as our schedule, which is in digital format, which is color coordinated and it's broken down by type of event. We include important documents that for this year's session, including newspaper, daily exam review, song sheets, sports schedules, etc. There's also on the Yap app an interactive map of Rider University, of the whole campus, so that's really important. And then the parents can also download it too to get access and find out what's going on with their delegates at Jersey Boys State for that year. Of course, Jersey Boys State is also very active in social media. You can find us on Facebook at ALJBS. You can find us on Twitter, and our Twitter handle is at ALJBS, or you can also find us on Instagram, also at ALJBS. The last thing is, in order to prepare, is it's really, really important for all of our delegates to start reading. Our government book is also found at aljbs.org. The government book serves as our textbook for the week. It has all the materials that we want our delegates to be learning and that they'll be interacting with during the week. There's a lot of pre-session reading, which will be up on our website in terms of what you should do to prepare yourself for that year's session. And once again, you'll find that at aljbs.org. We also want you to stay abreast of local, county, and state news. Of course, American Legion Jersey Boys State is focused on issues at the local level, at the state, county, and local level. So we want you reading your local newspapers, going to your websites such as nj.com or Patch or other websites that you go to for local news. We want you to be looking at how local governments are solving real life problems, the kinds of problems that you're going to be addressing during your week at American Legion Jersey Boys State.
Registration is early on Sunday morning. We encourage everyone to arrive as early as possible. You can check aljbs.org to find where you need to go for registration, and when you arrive, you can look for signs and staff members in blue shirts to point you in the right direction. At registration, you'll get a Boys State shirt. Your first shirt is free. Extra shirts are available for $15, either at registration or during the week at the Boys State store. You can find a map of where the Student Center is located on the Rider campus at aljbs.org or on the Yap app. After you register, you'll move into your dorm, meet your roommate and counselors, and have an orientation meeting where you'll learn about how the week will work. At this first meeting, you'll hold some early municipal elections, so remember, get involved early. Your permit to register form will be emailed to you in late May or early June. You can also complete your medical form on CampDoc. You won't have to bring any paper medical forms with you. You should also remember to bring your band instrument and remind your parents that they can purchase their Family Day tickets while you're registering. You should know that American Legion Jersey Boys State is a week-long, hands-on, college-level seminar in American civics and government, and it depends on your participation. So get involved early, get involved often. I promise you'll get a lot out of it. Also, thanks to the New Jersey State Legislature, you can now earn 3 college credits in political science for your participation at Boys State. You can learn more about how to achieve college credit for Boys State at aljbs.org/college credit. Briefly, the credits are given through Rider University. There's a modest cost, and you get credit by graduating in good standing from ALJBS, getting at least a B on the final exam, and completing a short essay after your Boys State experience.
Safety and security is of utmost importance to us in American Legion Jersey Boys State. Our public safety team is led by a senior member of the New Jersey State Police, and he's assisted by another member of the New Jersey State Police. It's really comprised of several different layers. First of all, on the public safety side, from a security standpoint, we have many law enforcement officials actually on our staff. They work very closely with Rider University Security, Lawrenceville Township Police Force, county law enforcement officials, and obviously New Jersey State Police to make sure that all of our delegates are always going to be safe. We also have a full EMT staff, EMT program within our program. Our EMTs are on duty 24/7. They're supplemented by a number of physicians that we also have on staff, and they work very closely with Rider University Security, who has EMTs on their staff. They work closely with the Lawrenceville Township First Aid Squad, as well as with local hospitals and other health officials. So we feel between our public safety and our EMT staff that we have both our security and our well-being very well covered. What does our public safety staff do? Well, they create emergency action plans that really takes into effect every possible scenario under which we would need to either deploy our security protocols or our public health protocols. We review all of the medical paperwork within CampDocs that you've submitted as part of the registration process. Through our first aid group, through our EMS group, they render first aid when necessary. Hopefully not often, but in the event that we do require first aid, they are available. They're on call 24/7. They're there the entire week. They're well equipped, have all the modern equipment, and they will provide medication that your delegates bring with them with parental approval. In this section, we're going to discuss important medical and insurance information. First of all, from an insurance standpoint, American Legion Jersey Boys State has what's called a secondary insurance policy. What that means is our insurance for the program stands behind a family's medical insurance, so that whatever your primary insurance does not pick up, the American Legion Jersey Boys State's insurance program would pick up. In the event that a delegate does not have primary health insurance, American Legion's Jersey Boys State's health insurance would become the primary carrier. The bottom line is that we don't want any of our families to go out of pocket for any medical expenses that might be incurred as a result of American Legion Jersey Boys State. The second part of this is the medical forms piece. All of our medical forms are part of the application process, and they're handled through CampDocs. During the registration process, you'll get a link from CampDocs. All you do is click on that link, and the instructions will be self-explanatory in terms of what you need to complete there. We would ask that before you come to Boys State, you complete that CampDoc information. Don't worry, if you don't complete it, they will remind you. In terms of medication, all of our delegates that have prescription medication are allowed to hold on to their prescription medication. The one exception to that rule would be any medication that requires any kind of special requirements, any kind of refrigeration, or would need to be administered by our EMT staff, such as insulin or anything of that nature. For anything that requires any kind of special treatment, special handling, we ask that you let your city staff know upon getting to your city, and they'll direct you to the appropriate, to the EMT office, where they'll hold on to those, they'll hold on to those medications. And the last thing is that we ask that you please, on the CampDoc form, list any and all medication that your delegates are utilizing. One of the scholarships that we have available at American Legion Jersey Boys State is something called the Samsung Scholarship. The Samsung Scholarship, sponsored by the Samsung Corporation, was donated in honor of the United States helping Korea during the Korean War. And this is a national level scholarship. The eligibility, in order to be eligible for the Samsung Scholarship, you need to be a direct descendant of an American Legion eligible war veteran who can be either alive or deceased. The application process is completely online and requires an account at legion.org. For more information on that, please go to aljbs.org or legion.org, which is the American Legion national website. We also provide, to talk about meals, we provide 3 meals a day at Rider. It's the same food that Rider students are eating. It's provided by their food service. There's a large variety of, large quantity of foods. We get asked if any of our delegates have any kind of special dietary need, that the first day of the program, when they get into the food area, they ask to see the manager and let the manager know what those dietary restrictions are. Those restrictions could be for religious reasons, they could be for allergy reasons, dietary reasons, whatever they are. Please let your city staff as well as the Rider University food service know as soon as you enter. The one thing that we do ask, and one thing that we really highly encourage, is during the week, because it tends to be warm during the week of American Legion Jersey Boys State, is to drink plenty of water. Please stay hydrated, whether it's at meal times or during sporting time or even when you're in your city. We really are discouraging our delegates from consuming large quantities of soda, juice, coffee, or tea. So please drink water and stay hydrated. In addition to American Legion Jersey Boys State, you're going to hear us talk a lot about the New Jersey Boys State Foundation, also known as just the Foundation. The New Jersey Boys State Foundation is a 501c3 charitable not-for-profit organization which partners with the American Legion Department of New Jersey and American Legion Jersey Boys State in terms of bringing you this outstanding program. The goal eventually for the New Jersey Boys State Foundation is for American Legion Jersey Boys State to continue to be tuition-free in perpetuity to our delegates through legacy scholarships, corporate and individual donations, as well as parental donations. We do a lot of special events where we also raise awareness for the foundation and raise money. One of the delegates, as they know, is that one of our fundraisers is our New Jersey Boys State Foundation socks, which we encourage our delegates to purchase during the week at the store at aljbs.org.
The cost for each delegate is covered by the American Legion. Each Legion post raises donations from local businesses, other civic organizations, and private donations. Be sure to thank your sponsoring Legion Post and co-sponsors. If you have other questions about costs, you can contact us using the email address at the end of this video.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we encourage you to send an email to us at orientations@aljbs.org. Once again, if anybody has any questions whatsoever, please direct those questions to orientations@aljbs.org.
What city's about to be great? Hey! Who gonna be best in the state? Hey! Who gonna be up working late? Hey! Who gonna be first out the gate? Hey! 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 Hey!
Honestly, like coming into this week, I was really like nervous about it. You know, a bunch of juniors from all across New Jersey, everybody would be mean to you or rude or, you know, make snarky comments, but really everybody here has been so kind and so welcoming and so open.
At the start of the week, we all thought it was going to be terrible. We ended up all loving it, and we formed some beautiful friendships.
The week was super cool. I just want to thank the Post for allowing me to go here. It was an awesome experience. I gained a lot of friends.
I'm a band kid, so I really enjoyed the band.
Before Boys State, I came in here very timid, afraid, but through all the elections, I was able to put myself out there, get involved.
The seminars that we got to do, it was kind of free campus. You got to choose what you wanted to do and choose from things like a bunch of different things and try to see what you're interested in.
Definitely, I got to get pushed out of my comfort zone in a good way.
Well, for one, you have a bunch of great role models. The staff are really great, and they really give you a lot of insight into the future.
And overall, I was able to discover like this whole new part of me that I wouldn't have been able to get from any other program.
My favorite part was sports because I love basketball.
For this, I knew what I wanted to do, but after with all the seminars and everything and getting to know people and hearing all the inspirational speakers and politicians, it definitely will help my future.
I grew with my friends. I got a lot of new friends. I learned a lot about politics coming into this. I really didn't know anything about politics, government.
But every single one of them, every single person that I've talked to, every single person I've seen, every single person that I've met has really made me grow into the person that I am today, because I was not the same person a week ago today.
What I realized is that Boys State gave me the ability to create a persona for me that I've never established anywhere else. I came in the first day not really knowing what to expect, and I just ran for whatever I could. And my first two elections I lost, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, oh man, maybe they don't like me. But then I ended up winning the third, I ended up winning the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth.
Everybody really just connected. Every single person here connected. And I think that's the amazing thing about Boys State, is that everybody connects, no matter what race you are, what ethnicity, what skin color. Wearing these white shirts and shorts or long pants, it really puts us all on the same level, and nobody's better than anybody else. But this week has really been the best week of my life, and I appreciate everything and everybody that I met along the way.